Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to day number 13. But yeah, like we're just doing some advent of code today. We're doing day 2. It's called Cube Conundrum. See how we do, and hopefully solve the question. Okay. So the question reads: you'll launch high into the atmosphere. The apex of your trajectory just barely reaches the surface of a large island floating in the sky. You gently land in a fluffy pile of leaves. It's quite cold, but you don't see much snow. An elf runs over to greet you. The elf explains that you've arrived at Snow Island and apologizes for the lack of snow. He'll be happy to explain the situation, but it's a bit of a walk, so you have some time. They don't get many visitors up here. And, by the way, like guys, when people do this, I realize it means and. Would you like to play a game? As you walk, the elf shows you a small bag and some cubes, which are either red, green, or blue. Write that down. Each time you play this game, he will hide a secret number of cubes of each color in the bag, and your goal is to figure out information about the number of cubes. To get information, once a bag has been loaded with cubes, the elf will reach into the bag, grab a handful of random cubes and show them to you, and then put them back in the bag. He will do this a few times per game. You play several games and record the information from each game, your puzzle input, and each game is listed with its ID number. Like the 11 in game 11, followed by a semicolon separated list of subsets of cubes that were revealed from the bag, like 3 red, 5 green, 4 blue. For example, the record of the game might look like this. Okay, so basically, game, that is one set of the game, that is a second set of the game. Wait, no, that is the second set of the game, and that's the last one. So basically, up to semicolon is sets. So that's 3 sets. Yeah, that's okay, cool. So in game 1, 3 sets of cubes are revealed from the bag and then put back again. The first set is 3 blue cubes and 4 red cubes. The second set is 1 red cube, 2 green cubes, and 6 blue cubes. The third set is only 2 green cubes. The elf would like to know which games would have been possible if the bag only contained 12 red, 13 green, 14 blue. In the example above, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible. Show 20 cubes at once. So basically, if it goes, so if I get, I don't know, like 14 red, then we say it's not possible. Because this is at one go. Obviously, he's going to put them back in. Like, it doesn't matter if it's like 6, 6, 6, because it's just going to be like, that would just be 18. Yeah, that would just be 18, but he puts them back in the cube, so it doesn't matter. The bag, so it doesn't matter. So basically, you want to say how many cubes. So he takes out cubes, and if he takes out more than whatever's possible for any color, we just say that false or something. And then, so it's saying that the question is determine which cubes would have been possible if the bag had been loaded with only 12 red cubes, 13 green cubes, 14 blue cubes. What is the sum of the ID of those games? Okay. So, yeah, speed a little bit. Check it. Cool. How are we going to do this? So let's break it down. Saw someone do this with comments, and that was like quite a good explanation. So let's first coffee sip. Set the max, then we'll go into split this for the game ID and all game ID, so I guess split the lines is also another thing. Split the lines, and then we're going to split the colors up. Well, for the colors up for the sets. Then we're going to trim and match the colors. Color. Wait, come on. That's how the song goes, isn't it? Don't want to open this. Trim and match it, and then we're going to trim and match the colors for if present, and then extract the numbers. Then we're going to compare it against the maximum allowed values, and then if valid, sum up the game IDs. Okay, so if you said the maximum was 12 red, 13 green, 14 blue. Cool. So integers, red max equals 12, green max, green max was 13, blue max was 14. So we split the lines. So lines array. Why am I so silly? So string of an array of lines is equal to game.split dot this. Do a little cheeky double. Then we're gonna say string dot split the options dot none. Then we are going to say cool. Okay, cool. So we need to get the int sum. Alright, cool. I just really don't like the red lines. Like, say we'll return it instantly, so I get rid of that. So we get the split for the lines. So what's this gonna do? So this is gonna split game ID on one side, and it's gonna split everything else on the other side, which is like all the colors and sets. So game ID is always gonna be the 0th index in the line, and the colors are going to be the other index. Cool. So we can do something like this. So game int game ID is equal to. No, we can't do like that because I have to use regex, because you know what I recently found out was that to actually extract a number from the string you have to use regex. So we do something like this: match equals regex. Regex.match, and we do lines 0, and we do boop, boop. Wait, no, boop, boop. Yeah, that's what we do. And then we can get the game ID, because that is just going to be match.success. And if that's true, we're going to say it.parse. Yeah, but listen, mate, there is no group, so you're just going to take the value straight ahead. I don't know why I did that. Or 0, so if we just can't get it. Don't know, that made me laugh. Alright, cool. So then we split up the colors for the set. So so lines 1 dot split, and then we're gonna say the colors are gonna be present wherever there is this. That's gonna be one set. Nah, yeah, that's gonna, we wanna get a set. Sets, and we'll say what does this even give us now? Because I'm kind of lost. See what it gives us. Why are you so long? Sets. Yeah. Never, listen guys, rule number 1, never ever doubt yourself, because most of the time you're going to be right. But always double check, but never doubt. There's a difference, you know. For each set insets, no, that is not what I wanted to do. Just set insets. So we're going to do something like this for each set and set. Now we've got the sets in the set, so we get a 1 set, we get a 2 set, we get a 3 set. Then we need to trim. Do we need to trim to match the colors for each set and set? Yeah, but then that would kind of look like this though. Yeah, like there'd be colors, it would be set dot split, and then the thing we're checking for is this, and then we're checking double me, mate. So we're checking for this to split the colors. Then we're gonna say a little comma, and we're gonna say this. Okay, cool. Now we've got the colors. For each color, string color in colors, yeah. Color in colors, we're gonna trim it. So string trimmed color equals color dot trim. Cool. Get rid of the white space. Now we are going to say if the trimmed color dot contains red, for example, then we can say something like this. Int red equals 0, int green, because we need to hold it. Then we can say red plus equals, because remember we're gonna compare this against the max, and if it's more, invalid, if it's less, valid, sum it up, bada bing bada boom, hopefully get the right answer. Okay, cool. So plus equals, now we extract, because it's going to be like full red. Now we've got to extract the number from it, so we do end.parse regex.match trimmed color, pass the regex in the exact same one /d plus dot value, because we want from the regex return, and that is fine. You know, I'm gonna get better at them, I won't lie to you, because like I'm actually gonna learn so many shortcuts, because I just see people, they do stuff like so fast. Like when they learn the syntax and when they learn like Vim and they know what they're doing, oh my god, like you get like this, they probably would have done it by now. But obviously, like, yeah. 1 step at a time. So red, blue, blue, green, okay. Now let's say we want to have a checker, so we say is valid equals true, because we'll set it to false if it's not. Like, it's not really a big deal. Like, let's go. So if red is bigger than red max, or green bigger than that, yeah, exactly, thank you Copilot, then we say is valid is false, and we give it a little break. Okay, now within the set, so we got the numbers, we determined whether it's true or not. The last thing we have to do is so we've got the set, determine the set, determine if it's true or not, and then we need to use the game ID and sum it up. So if sum plus equals game ID, okay, see how this goes. One 5279. Too high. Why would it be too high? Too high means we've done more calculations than necessary. That is very interesting. Okay, let me just chat GPT this. I want to see what I went wrong. Okay, so if I did this, this is not even ChatGPT, to be fair. Like, I'm just trying to see, like, cool, how can I do this one? So say if I did that, would I get a different number? 2512. Does that look right? You got, because the input at 60 gives hundreds. 2512. Would it be right? Would it? Like, let's just have a go. I would scream, but like, yeah, let me not scream. But okay, cool. We've got part 1 done. Bada bing, bada boom. See you tomorrow. We'll do part 2.